Hello, students. Continuation of this chapter. So, the topic is here: how is ruling party formed? After the election of Lok Sabha, party-wise list of the members of the parliament is formed. From this list, it becomes clear how many members from which political parties are there. Okay? If any party wants to form the government, if any party prove and form the government in central, then there should be a majority of elected members from that particular party. Suppose any party, national party or any other party who wish to form the government, so they should prove that they have the majority from that particular party. After the elections, the leader of the party or a coalition of the parties which have a clear majority in the parliament is appointed on the as the PM in the Lok Sabha. So among that, the leader of the party appointed as a Prime Minister of India by President. The PM of India is the head of the ruling party. Okay, he will become a member and he will become a head of the ruling that political party. The PM selects ministers from the members of the party. Okay, after that, the Council of Ministers cabinet formed. In that, the Prime Minister selects among his party members as a who just got majority of seats and they elected as a member of parliament. So he invite them and he choose as a ministers. The PM selects minister from the members of the party. In this way, the Council of Ministers is formed. In this way, we can say Council of Ministers. So the ministers with Prime Minister take all the decision there. These ministers take care of the responsibilities of the work related to their related to them. Suppose some members appointed, they given a portfolio, some given finance minister, some given somebody got education minister. So they will look after their ministry. Then each minister is responsible for any question related to his ministry to the member of parliament. Okay, again here other members opposition is there, so they will ask the questions to the concerned ministers related to their work. So they are accountable for their work and they will answer in the questionnaire. Next, you see here how is Rajya Sabha formed. Okay, here after Lok Sabha, here another house in parliament is known as Rajya Sabha. The elected members of the legislative assembly of each state elect members for Rajya Sabha. Okay, there are 250 members in Rajya Sabha as we are seeing in this. So you see, different states have different legislative assembly that call the elected representatives. We call them as MLA, member of legislative assembly. So the elected members of legislative assembly of each state elect members for Rajya Sabha. Okay. There are 250 members in the Rajya Sabha. Totally the members of Rajya Sabha is 250. Okay. Out of them 230 are elected. 230 are elected by this I mentioned. Then again here the remaining 12 members are nominated by the president. They are not elected by legislative MLAs, but they are elected by President of India. The Rajya Sabha is the permanent house. It never gets dissolved. It never gets dissolved at Lok Sabha. When Lok Sabha, when the no confidence motion put, then government have to prove majority and all these things. Suppose if they fail, the Lok Sabha will be dissolved. So in this case of Rajya Sabha, it is not applicable. It never get dissolved completely. Okay, 1/3 of the members of Rajya Sabha retires every 2 years after completing their 6 years term, and the new members are elected. In this way, the Rajya Sabha represents the states of our country. Okay, the Rajya Sabha represents the states of our country. Our country, different states is there, so they represent. Rajya Sabha member represents our states. Also can propose a bill. It is important to have the consent of Rajya Sabha before passing any bill. Okay, suppose if any bill, whatever be money bill or whatever be, okay, it needs to be clear, it needs to be get consent in Rajya Sabha also. Okay, so this House of Parliament reviews the bill passed by Lok Sabha. The role of Rajya Sabha is very important. The person who presides over the sessions of Rajya Sabha, sessions, okay, sessions going on, okay, or hearing going on, listening going on, discussions going on. So the presiding of this sessions is known as chairman. The Vice President of India acts as the chairman of Rajya Sabha. Dear student, the Prime Minister selects member from the members of party, just I told you. Next, as we are seeing in the, how is Rajya Sabha formed? It's over. Next we see question hour in the parliament. Yes students, question hour in the parliament. When the parliament is in session at the beginning of the day, okay, when the parliament is in session, when the parliament is in functions, at the beginning of the day, the time for the question hour is decided upon. Okay, the question hour. During the question hour, the members of the parliament ask questions to gather information on the working of the government. Okay, the different members of parliament, okay, belongs to different political parties. They have the right to ask the question. Okay, what is government going on? What is the government functions? They have the right to ask questions. So in the question hour, there is a questions. This is how the parliament control the executive. Okay, we can say how. So this is control the executive. This is control the government. During the question hour, the members of the parliament ask questions to gather information. Okay, they need a information how the government going on, how the budget is going on. Okay. What decisions they are taking, all this information they get from this question hour on the working of the government. This is how the parliament control the executive through the medium of questioning. Okay, member draw the attention of government towards its loopholes. Okay, whenever something going on wrong, whenever something going against the welfare of the people, so the member of parliament related to the constituencies or whatever will be the other part of the country. So there is a question they asked, okay, whether if they are going wrong, if they are going different, they are taking some wrong decisions, then they have the right to ask the questions about this to government. So they are answered and they are accountable to answer this member of parliaments. Thus, this way the government comes to know about the views and opinion of the people through their representatives. Okay, in this way, directly people can't ask the government, or people can't ask and go to parliament and ask the question. So we selected representatives on behalf of us. Our representatives raise a issue in parliament during question hour, during parliament functions, or during parliament in session. It is an important responsibility of the members to question the government. Okay, it is one of the most important responsibility of member of parliament to ask the question to government. Okay, the opposition party plays a major role in the effective administration of a democracy. Okay, we see after the party who is elected, again the next party who did not got a majority, they become a opposition in the Lok Sabha. The opposition party plays a major role in effective administration of a democracy. Okay, to run the smoothly the democracy, so the opposition plays a major role. Okay, the person who presides over the sessions in the Lok Sabha is known as a speaker. As I told in the Rajya Sabha as a chairman, again here in the Lok Sabha, the sessions run and he look after all the hearings or all of this run the function of the parliament. Speaker, we can Lok Sabha presides over by a speaker known as speaker. President is the most important and integral part of the parliament.